Season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second and 6. Here's what's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Down and 10.
To throw again, Rodgers. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And 8 at the 16-yard line.
Second and 8 coming up. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling as the first half is winding down. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Packers 17, Lions 7. Mason Crosby to kick.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They'll throw now on the final play. The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. Oh, deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes. And while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
24, Lions 7. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
22-yard line.
Here's Johnson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45.
Their own 45-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. And Jones has it over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
First down, Green Bay.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
Rodgers going to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
Aaron Rodgers with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. That's from the left side to start the drive is complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking for Ridley. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Open space inside the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
The score, Packers 31, Lions 13. Matt Prater to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yeah.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 5. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 67 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and
on 2nd and goal. Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers. Lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Crosby on now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Dean Lowry. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
15-yard line.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Another pass attempt. Another incompletion. You figure defensively you're in the... Fourth quarter here, you've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
The football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable for Grant. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
13 yards. And a Packer 1st down.
To throw is Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
At the 6-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Getting knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And no reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. Past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Hunter Bryant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, you better watch the Atlanta. Our apologies. Given 15 there, the Packers have a 1st. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers will drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
And the Packer 1st down.
Rodgers looking to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
1st down, Green Bay.
Rodgers now to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Grant. Touchdown, Packers. Jakeem Grant, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 2nd and 11. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Lions will use the 1st of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Mason Crosby.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. RichCranium510's offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game.
Packers 55.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Green Bay, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.